Alright guys, here we go. Snowstorm. Talking about this for a few days. So, yeah, I'm just getting the stream up on my phone right now so I can listen to it and watch. Yeah, pretty good, I guess. I don't really like the audio, but I gotta do a stream. I'm gonna try to make this a pretty good stream because there's a good amount of stuff to talk about. I only have one tab open. But, yeah, I did not get my snow maps up into a Google presentation, so we're not going to take a look at that. That'll be in tomorrow's video. I just want to get this up because, boy, there's a lot to talk about. We're going to take a look. We're going to go to the Northeast region first. And, if you have any questions, if you live in the Northeast, please leave them down below, and I will answer them. We'll be taking a look at several different models. We're taking a look at the GFS, the CMC, the FV3 model, which that one's a little overdone. Don't think it's going to happen. We'll take a look at it just in case, though. We'll be taking a look at the NAM 12K and the NAM 3K. The HRRR we can't see yet for Thursday, but we'll be doing it soon. So this is the GFS, and we'll just take a look of what it says. We'll just play it out. Here comes the storm Thursday. Massive ice storm is possible in the, I think it's Appalachians, yeah, pretty sure. I forget, but it's Appalachians down this area. Could see a major ice storm, maybe up to 3/4 of an inch of ice, which would just be a crippling ice storm. We'll play it a little bit more, and there we go. Very late Thursday, early Friday, it's going to be snowing across Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New York, Pennsylvania. This GFS brings a ton of ice and sleet to this area in Pennsylvania. Some other models bring a massive snowstorm to Pennsylvania and New York, upstate New York. We'll see what's going to happen. I'm thinking where my mouse is. Actually, you know what? I have the drawing tool. I'll draw it out for you guys. I'll draw the area that I think is going to see the worst snow. I'm thinking this area could see possibly upwards or maybe over a foot of snow. So, yeah. That area, very uncertain right now. Models are all over the place still. So, yeah. We just gotta figure out what's gonna happen now before we put, like, this is what's gonna happen out. So, yeah. That's what I think will happen is, other models are showing a massive storm, massive snowstorm in there. We'll play it out another run, and you could see it shows rain for this area now, where I have the snowstorm possible. And then you could see rain from New Jersey to Connecticut to Rhode Island, parts of Massachusetts. Some other models bring that rain in a little later, and a more significant I'll draw it out again. A more significant icing event across these areas. And I wouldn't be surprised if it extends out into Massachusetts and stuff, in parts of southern Connecticut and Rhode Island. I'm just saying that's what could happen if this were to change over later. So, if you have any questions or anything about where you live, if you're in the Northeast, feel free to ask them and I'll answer them. So yeah, and then we'll go a little bit more, but there we go. And you can see it looks like maybe some snow trying to develop right where that is. But you can see still snowing all across northern New England, New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont, upstate New York. And then, finally, we're going to get rid of this thing. And you can see, still, Friday evening, it's still snowing a little bit up here. And then we're going to take a look at the total snowfall. This is a 10-to-1 ratio, which is likely what could happen. So you can see a pretty decent snowstorm in this the GFS, the US GFS model. And if this loads, good. Is picking up on the potential for a massive winter. Oh, oops. One sec. It is picking up on the potential for a winter storm here. And in the Appalachian Mountains down here, right here, I think it's going to be a little lower than that. I think we'll see less snow and more ice. So this is the USGFS model. And then we'll take a look at what the CMC or the Canadian model says for the same timestamp. We'll put it on the same time. Completely different. You could see, this loads. You could see a much more major snow event across New England and getting into Connecticut, Massachusetts, and stuff. You can see it's getting into the Canadian model usually goes a little overdone, but yeah, that's a pretty good snowstorm, especially in this area in the greens, where that this particular model says over a foot of snow. So then, same timestamp, by the way, we're going to take a look at the FV3 model, FV3 GFS model. Excuse me. And you can see that this one, crazy, but it's what some weather stations are saying across the area, and I'll circle the areas that I think are a little overdone and the areas that are underdone. I'll start with the areas I think are overdone. Obviously, I said I think it's going to be less in this area. I think this, actually, wait, did that a little wrong. The area that I think is a little overdone on, is this area right here in Connecticut, where it has the 15 inches, and right here in Massachusetts. I think that's way overdone. I think that's not going to happen. That's definitely not going to happen. I don't think anything of it. Where I think it's underdone, and I'll switch the color on this. A different color on, where I think it's underdone, is across Pennsylvania and this area in Pennsylvania and New York. I think it's underdone. I think you're going to get over 12 inches of snow. I think that's going to be well over a foot in these areas. This area, you can just go. This model is showing a massive winter storm across Connecticut. I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest. It's definitely not going to happen. Just don't worry. But down here, I really don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be mainly an ice event for them. Alright, so let's take a look at yet another model. Yeah, I know. We'll be taking a look at the NAM 12 cam. And the NAMs have been right in the past with snow when the other models underdo them. The NAM has been right in the past, so which is leaning me towards the potential for this one to be right. And I'll point out the reasons I think this one could be right. So, get up here. Here's one of the reasons I think this one could be right. It shows the area of 12 plus inches of snow in this area. Maybe not so much in New York, but it shows the 12 plus in Pennsylvania, which that's what I think will happen. But another reason is I don't think they're going to get much of anything across Ohio and stuff, like southern Ohio, especially. I'm going to circle the area I don't think will get much of anything. I don't think this area will get that much snow. I think it will mainly be up to an inch or so, maybe. I think that's a little overdone. But it still could be. It still could happen. One reason I don't believe it is it shows 20 inches of snow in this area. I don't think you're going to see 20 inches of snow from the system at all, honestly. Even if you're in the higher elevations. Excuse me. I don't think you're going to see 12 inches there. I think it might be, the NAM might be underdoing it across northern New England. Across these areas, northern New York, northern Vermont, northern New Hampshire, and like central Maine. I think it's underdoing that. I think it'll be higher than that. And here in Connecticut and Massachusetts, I think Massachusetts is a pretty good bet between 5 and 8 inches of snow. It all depends on how it's going to look. I think it'll be a pretty good bet here. Across Connecticut, however, I think it's playing this too much at the coast. I think it'll be more snow inland, less snow at the coast. That goes for any areas along the coast. Like this area in New Jersey, I believe really well, except for the fact that there's like 12 inches of snow right there. But I kind of think like once you get, I'll draw a line for the area that I think. Oh wait, let's undo that. The area I think will be like the cutoff for snow across these areas, like where they won't get much of anything, is in this area and there. Maybe along the coast of New Hampshire and Maine, but that's the area I'm thinking there'll be a sharp cutoff between a lot of snow up in this area and little to no snow by the coast. Like the Cape and stuff, I think up to an inch is good. Up to an inch right here at the Cape. But once you start working here, I'm not sure that will happen. I just don't believe that this part of Massachusetts will see over 6 inches of snow. But for this area in Massachusetts and Connecticut, I kind of believe that could happen. There's part of me that says, yeah, that could happen. There's part that says it's a little overdone. So I think it's a little, I do think it's a little overdone. But I also think that there's possibility that could happen. I do think that 3 to 5 inches across Massachusetts, northern Connecticut, and this part of Massachusetts that I've circled, I do think 3 to 5, maybe 5 to 8 inches of snow is a good bet. 6 to 12, I don't think will happen. It's still not out of the realm of possibilities. If this thing bumps out to sea a little bit more, that will definitely happen. That will be a very major snowstorm for the area. So we'll see what's going to happen. And so now we'll be taking a look at the 3km. And is this the new? I don't think this is the newest model yet. Wait, it's not down here. Yeah, this is not the newest model yet. We still have to wait a little bit longer for the newest one. We'll take a look at the 3km now, which this one is just flat out wrong. Honestly. This is, when is this timestamp till? Actually, I'm not saying this is flat out wrong yet, because this is only till like Friday morning. I'll tell you what I believe. I'll tell you what what I did with the 12K in this one. What I like and believe and what I don't believe. Alright, so let's do this. Start with this. The one and most obvious is, I think there's going to be a lot more snow across this area. I should have circled it down to Pennsylvania, but I think this area is going to see a lot more snow. I think this area, I'm going to cut this right here. I think this area could see 5 to 8 inches of snow. Yeah. I think 5 to 8 inches of snow is a good bet in there. That's the first thing that I think is wrong. I think there's going to be a ton more snow there. The second is, and just let you know, this is not the complete storm. You can see the time stamped early Friday morning. I'll show you one thing I do like about this though. It has the significant It has the significant snows in this area of Pennsylvania. And I know I've been saying I don't think it's going to do it in the Appalachians, but I do think that parts of the Appalachians could see a little bit of snow, but not too much. I think it'll be more of an ice event, as I've been saying. Another thing that I like is it doesn't have a ton of snow for the Cape. One thing I don't like is southern Connecticut and Rhode Island. How are they going to get 12 inches of snow? I mean, not 12 inches. How are they going to I don't think this is likely to have 7 inches of snow in southern Connecticut and 4 inches in northern Connecticut. And look at this in Massachusetts, 2 inches. I don't think that's gonna happen because it's gonna snow a lot. I'll show you the area where I think it's gonna snow a lot more. I think it's gonna snow a lot more. I should have made that going to Maine, but I think it's gonna snow a lot longer in this area that I've circled. And then we'll do a different color for this one. In this area, I'm gonna circle. It's gonna be a quick change over to rain. So it'll be tough to get at, especially down here. I'm gonna just shade it a little bit. In this area that you just shaded, it might be hard to get an inch of snow, let alone 7 inches. That's definitely not gonna happen, guys. So, what's it? I'm just checking this. It's not bad. One thing I do like about this, we'll go back to red. One thing I like about it is it's not showing a ton of snow across Ohio and stuff, which I don't think they're gonna get much of anything, a ton of snow, because it's gonna. I'll actually undo this real quick. I'll draw a line for where I think the freezing rain line will be. It'll definitely be snow to the north and freezing rain to the south. So it'll start as snow, but likely go to an icy mess. Yeah, I think this area will likely go over to an icy mess, especially. This might get a little sloppy here, especially across this area. I think that area is definitely gonna see a significant ice accretion. So, yeah, and I think these numbers in northern Ohio are pretty underdone. I think they're gonna see more like 3 to 5 inches. And yeah, you could see this little area right here in New York. I don't think that's just a little add-on for what's coming tonight, I think. That area could see some snow from lake effect, but yeah. So yeah, that was the NAM, and we can't see the HRRR yet, just because it only goes out 18 hours. This one right here. In 18 hours, I think the new model's about to came out. Oh, 0001 today. Yeah, see it. Look at this is 18 hours, so Thursday morning. So nothing really happening. You can see it picks up the lake effect snow, but that one you can't really see that far. We'll take a look at a few others maybe. We'll just see what they say. Honestly, 48 hours. 2 days. This time 2 days. Okay. This one, I'm not sure. This is 12Z Wednesday, so not sure about that one. So, I'm just gonna try to find something here. It's like the snowfall probabilities. I'm not sure where I forget where it's from, so I'm just gonna search. I don't know if I spelled that right, so. Oh, I forgot to put forecast. Dang it. Okay. I think this one might be it, or it's either this one or this one. I think this might be it. If you have any questions, if you live in the Northeast or anywhere, just ask them. Yep, this is it. Just gonna, yeah. Probability for snowfall, you can see the accumulations greater than an inch. We're going to zoom into the Northeast. You can see it's just sloppy here. So, yeah, day 1, accumulations, dates, yeah. I'm really not sure how this stuff works, but... Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, whoa. This is the probability for over an inch of snow. Okay, dang it. Oops. Gosh. probability for over an inch is about, this area is about, that's about a 70, this is about a 60, 50, and then you get less and less. Dang, I keep doing that. And then we'll take a look at the probability for over 2 inches of snow. And you can see less, but still 50, 40, 30, and then you get higher. 4 inches of snow, and you can see there's still a pretty good chance. It's not a 0 chance, but it's not a high chance. Oops. Yeah. I think this one will be the one that we go for. Yeah. See? Pretty good amount. And then we'll go for 6 inches. Still, it's a 50-50 in this area. It's a low chance across Connecticut, Rhode Island, and this area of Massachusetts, but it's not a 0 chance. And then we'll do 8 inches. Still, look, a non-zero chance, but literally that's like a 5% chance of seeing that, or less than 5. And then a foot, you can see very spotty. 18 inches is just nowhere to be found. And now we'll look at the ice accretion, or freezing rain probability. Now this is the one that concerns me the most. Just getting a drink real quick. Just need to clear my throat real quick. My throat's getting a little dry. So we'll take a look at the threat for ice accretion. Ice accretion forecast. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, wait, damn it. Okay, there we go. So here's the ice accretion forecast. This is the same probabilities. So this is for 1/4 of an inch of ice. I mean, yeah, barely. No. That's for 0.1 of an inch. 1/10 of an inch? It's pretty good. Let's see for a 1/2 inch. It's not non-zero, but not likely. Yeah. The freezing rate is not the main concern across New England, although it's definitely gonna be a big concern. It's definitely gonna be a big concern across these areas. Like, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, here it comes. There we go. Look at this for 0.1 of an inch of ice. You have a 80% chance right here. And let's check a 1/2 inch. Look at this. 50% chance of a 1/2 inch of ice. That's not good. Wow. Yeah, that's really not good there. Next 72 hours. Supposed to take under something. Come on. In the next, I think I did 72 hours. Yeah, 72 hours. This is the areas that we should be mainly concerned about for probability of a 1/10 of an inch. Let's see the probabilities for an inch. It's probably easy. Oh, shoot. Look at the probabilities for an inch. 20 to 30% chance of probability of an inch of ice down here. Dang, that's not good there. Yeah, that's really not good there. So I'm actually just gonna get a blank map real quick and just draw my thoughts for accumulation. We're just gonna do northeast region. And just wait for this to load real quick. Okay, so we're just gonna open the image in a new tab. Oh, that's very small. Oh, that's a little too big. There we go. So now we're just gonna draw on like thoughts for accumulation. Oh, dang it! So I can't use this. Can't really do it on this. I'll see if I can do it on this. Maybe. See. Oh, I can't use it here. Well, it won't be big, but I'm just gonna try to do this. So my thoughts for an area. Actually, wait one sec. See how this one will be. It's not better, but it's not worse. So I'm just gonna draw my thoughts for accumulation, and then we'll get off right now. So the area I think will get mainly nothing, or little to nothing, will be this area. This area I think will get little to nothing, and if you're on the line, that means, I'm sorry to say little to nothing. I mean, it may be a bad thing, it may be a good thing. I don't know. The area that I'm thinking 3 to 5 inches, especially along the coast of Maine, it may be a sharp turn. This is the area I'm thinking 3 to 5. The 5 to 8 inch range, I'm thinking this entire area, I'm thinking 5 to 8. And that includes up to northern. And if you're just outside the line because I didn't make a share or not, that means you're in that area. This area is 5. That's it. Oh, that's not bad. 5 to 8 inches. There's 5 to 8 inches right there. This area, I'm not gonna be able to fit it in there. I could try. Yeah, that's not good. 3. That's terrible. 3. We're just not gonna draw it in there. And then I'm just gonna, there's gonna be like this area. Actually, I should not have drawn in there. Ugh. Alright, I'm just gonna get out here before I just destroy. Oh, wait, no. We're doing it. Okay. There we go. And now I just need to draw the area that I think will get, like, the jackpot for, like, 8 to 12 inches. This is my thoughts on the area that will get the most snow. Right in this area. Oh, that was terrible. Okay. So, yeah. That's gonna be it for this stream, guys. If you enjoyed, subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for 1,000 subscribers. I didn't even mention it, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. That video, the 1,000 subscriber special, will be coming in the coming days. Probably be up next week. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Stay safe.